We had a very challenging problem at the authority, and we needed consultants who were experienced but flexible. tTech's consulting team is well known in the industry, and they have the experience to help us to guide us through this complex issue. So it was started out as seeking advice, continuing to refine the problem. As we got into more structure, we were able to put a project around it and get it started.
Spectrum Management Authority, as a regulator for the telecom space and anything wireless that uses radio frequency, the ICT infrastructure is critical to our operations. And when we needed urgent attention to this infrastructure, having done research, we came up with one name, tTech. We found that not only did they have the quality of the personnel training, I mean, if you look at their website, you see a number of persons who are highly qualified, but also the principles behind the company. Chris, Teddy, Norman, these are all solid ICT personnel who, with their leadership, demonstrated to me and my team that there was quality behind the branding of tTech.
There's an important service that the authority provides to the aviation industry. This system produces the licenses for the stakeholders in the industry. And over time, it had not been upgraded along the path that it should have been. So at this point, we had come to the point now where we had a pending upgrade, some difficulties in the relationships, some challenges internally. We had to find a way to migrate off the obsolete platform onto a modern platform. And there were several challenges that were presented with project planning, and the whole business of creating a project and working towards a technical project plan. That was a discipline we didn't have, and we had to embed that. We had also the whole concept of doing a disciplined user acceptance test, setting up the test, building up the scripts, putting the test data together, running through the scenarios and correcting as we go along. Those were the detailed disciplines that we had to execute in order to complete the upgrade. So it's a critical service. I can't emphasize how critical it was. And to be able to move it from the obsolete platform onto the current platform required us to go through methodology and allowed us to get rid of the bugbears, the challenges that we couldn't figure out.
You know, definitely in terms of the quality of service, when you know this in actually when the work is done. And the persons who came on board, they had a plan. It wasn't anything, out of the ordinary. They actually were very systematic in their approach to the work that was carried out. They carried through the team members who were not au fait with some of even the technical matters, and they were able to coach them and guide us in making the right decision. So the quality behind the name stood out for me again. The persons on the ground, they demonstrated that they were competent. They went through and troubleshoot even outside of the area that they actually came to work on. They made recommendations as to what and how we could improve our infrastructure. So there's a number of value added that we experienced from this engagement with tTech. When you look at Cisco, when you look at certain brands, Dell, it's not about the brand anymore, but what's behind it, the people. So again, the people who can give you that value added has to be considered. And one of the things I looked at, or our team looked at, was the mere fact that the persons at the leadership role understand not only the technology, but how the technology enables the business to carry it forward.
I'm very grateful for the support from the tTech consulting team. They bring professional experience to the table. They were able to help us with the things that we did not know or we did not understand. They created that open space, that honest space for us to discuss and resolve the problems that we had in front of us. It was a very good combination, the tTech team, my team, and my user community. The local experience was vital because this is, although it's an internationally regulated service, it is delivered here in Jamaica by Jamaicans. And the discipline that tTech brought, the IT discipline, and the understanding of the Jamaican context was very, very important for this success. So I would definitely recommend tTech for these kind of complex problems that are local but have international scope.
I would recommend tTech hands down anytime for certain jobs in ICT. So one of the things is that you walk the talk, and it's very important not just to sell a product or just come and turn up and give me a sales pitch. It's not about that. It's about meeting my expectations or exceeding it. And as I said before, the principles behind tTech, they are the ones that they demonstrate to me that through their persons, they get it. They understand the nature of what it is to be customer-centric. So it's not about the technology. It is how you present the service to me, the value added, and improve on what I have. And even go even further, improve on the customer delivery of our solutions. Because if our ICT structure is enabled, my persons are trained, and again, tTech provided that. They made recommendations as to who should be trained on what to give even first level support. So again, it's not about making money. Money is important, but it's not just making an investment for tTech, but I think they're also aligning themselves with partnerships. So they look at themselves as a partner. So we are very happy with the quality of work that has been done, and we look forward to other ventures.
Okay, I would say security. It provides a sense of security for us. I think dynamic is a word that would describe it, and innovative.
tTech, wow, only 3 words, could have probably been 10, but definitely daring, customer focused, and for sure revolutionary.
I would say partner. I would say very supportive, very knowledgeable.
Integrity, service, and focus. tTech does an amazing job at delivering really good quality service. They are not perfect. I've never encountered either internally or externally perfect service. But when things are wrong, their integrity drives them towards continuous improvement. So they're always trying to make things better. And for us as customers, that's what we want. So it's a good thing.
So apart from the fact that GK Capital took tTech public, I would definitely refer tTech to other firms.
I would unreservedly recommend you to another firm.
I definitely would refer tTech.
Absolutely. I have done so in the past. Will continue to do so in the future. tTech does provide services that I think many businesses ought not to have inside their businesses anymore. These services need to be outsourced, and tTech certainly is a premier provider of those outsourced services here in Jamaica. And they're going from strength to strength. I see them expanding very rapidly, and we're happy to be a part of their journey.
Why I would refer tTech to another company is because tTech, you're getting what you're paying for, and I see tTech as one of the better IT service company in Jamaica. I have never had any issues with tTech.
Definitely, we already have. We've been working with tTech now for about 4 years, almost since the inception of our organization. We've come to rely heavily on the experience, the expertise, and I think the level of security, the extra layer or level of security that tTech offers to us. And we have, I personally have recommended tTech as a company that, from a technical standpoint, is reliable, trustworthy, and as I said, innovative.
Yes, I would have done that several times before, actually. The reason for that is because of tTech being very solution-oriented. If you have a problem in anything tech, they're likely to find a solution for you.
I certainly would. We had a very good experience when the rollout of our new phone system occurred about 3 years ago, and the group that did it was very, very proud of them. They were all individuals that were up and coming, young university people, and to me they knew what they were doing, and I really appreciated how that came about. So yes, I would.
Yes, I would, because of their new age approach. They service us remotely, and that's what I like about them.
So the value is that, I guess from a very selfish point of view, I get to sleep a little better at night because tTech is minding the shop for me while during the off hours or the weekends or holidays. They are protecting our perimeter from the bad guys trying to break in part. They're making sure that if there's emergencies, they are the ones that are figuring out how to solve the problem in conjunction with our internal teams. And so that's it. I mean, it's a little peace of mind. And again, the quality of service, I say it again, it's not perfect, but yet I have never seen perfect service. And every time that there is an issue, they continue to seek to make things better so that next time that problem doesn't show up again. And that's why they provide a great service, and so that we can continue to focus on what we really need to focus on, which is finding ways to grow revenue, reduce cost, or improve our compliance. Another way of saying improve compliance is keep us out of prison. So there are many laws in the world now due to data breaches, and we need to do everything we can to protect our customer data, and tTech helps us tremendously in doing that. So they're a partner. They're not a vendor. I think there's a huge difference between those two, and tTech is very definitely a partner of ours. And sometimes you'll argue with your sister or brother, and we'll argue with tTech, and vice versa. But yeah, it's all good. I mean, we figure it out, and we get better. And that's the beauty of a partnership, is that it really works for the betterment of both parties.
tTech bridges the gap in terms of certain technologies. For example, they have strengths in a variety of Microsoft technologies, such as for us, they've helped us to implement Active Directory, Microsoft System Center, our voice over IP solution. So I mean, really and truly what's happened is that they've just been a very solid partner for us with those projects. So pretty much anything we have to do, we have no problem turning to tTech.
Offer me the ability to sleep well at night, because knowing that I have an organization like tTech looking over our shoulders and giving us that extra added security yeah, it makes us feel good. We are heavily dependent, our business is heavily dependent on data and the ability to deliver solutions to our customers. We have to be up and running 24/7, 99.999% of the time, and that's what our customers expect of us. So we in turn look to tTech to provide us with those additional sets of eyes to ensure that our systems are operating best in class and that level of security that our customers demand of us, we can rely on tTech to ensure that level of security is there. So in a nutshell, that's what tTech means to me. I can say, did tTech do their thing or look at it? I'm good.
Again, tTech, if I have a problem with anything to do with security, they would probably come help me to sort out which options to look at, give me a roadmap of how to implement. They're also price sensitive as well, so they give you a solution that will fit into your budget. If you're looking for application support, they like to help you with that in terms of having a methodology you can follow to support your customers.
So the big thing for me as it relates to tTech and value is it allows us as a business to focus on our core business. IT is not our core business, but we have a team of IT professionals that are helping us run our business. So by taking that stress off our heads, we're able to focus and be the best at what we do.
Well, being a service organization, and we're a service organization too, being a medical company, the fact that I can rely on somebody to be in the background for our IT and not have to be worrying about it myself, that plays a big part in my role, because my role has many avenues, and knowing that I can pick up the phone and just call somebody and say, you know, this is what's happening and it's taken care of. Not all the time do I hear back from them, but I find out it's fixed. And so that's where I see the company. And it's a really good group of individuals. I was thinking, you know, this over tonight, in that there's no expats in this company. It's all locals, and to me that is it's a good feeling that, you know, it's our own people. So
the problem or the solution that tTech offers is our PBX system or telephone solution. It has been flawless again. They are superb. The team is great to work with. A+ team all the way through.
You solve the problems that I really don't want to solve. The time you really encounter an issue that you really don't want to have to deal with, even if you can deal with it, the mere fact that you can pick up the phone and call tTech, there's some reassurance there, and that's what they're here for. Yeah, definitely.
We don't have any other technical support. They're like an employee they're on my team, they're like family, they're at my fingertips. I mean, 3 digits is actually an extension that I just press these 3 digits, that's it, and they're there. So they don't feel like a service provider for me, they feel like a part of the team. And that's what I love about it.